We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the .32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Lauletta. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. This is Saquon Barkley, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matt Ioannidis, and that'll bring up 4th down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Right there. All day, baby.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27. First down, this is Geis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
2nd down, here's an option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Geis, they'll try to run it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he drops this off to Townsend, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back to throw, Lauletta. He finds Beckham, complete. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Flex round. Hey. 4 down.
They'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The gun. They'll look to throw. Dotson with a grab over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, he'll drop to throw. He'll check it down to Geis. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Ohio! Ohio!
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Laletta looking for a first down throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back back to the air. Lauletta on second down. He's going to wind up and air it out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover. There as his guys will get the football back. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Ohio! Ohio! Hey.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ohio! Ohio! 3 down, 3 down. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Let's go, kid. Big series right here. We gotta step it up. Banjo. Hey, get him, you got him. Flex round!
He'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And it's taken in at the 9. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Leopard! Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. That is caught at the 7. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Here's Lauletta. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Coming off play action, Lauletta. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Damian Ratley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply... We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Third and 1, Lauletta wants to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Damian Radley, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. Here's Thompson on the return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now Lawletta on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Again, Lawletta. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll get it up the middle. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Rosas now to kick this one away. Here's Thompson to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lauletta after the interception. To Barkley on the check down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Lauletta. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And now running right through it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll throw again with Lauletta. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Lauletta will look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To the air yet again, Lauletta. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he's able to put it through. Rosas now to kick this one away. Here's Thompson on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Lauletta into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This will be fielded at the 8. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And New York set to take the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Lauletta fresh off the pick 6. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He's going to let this one go. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Damian Ratley, 40 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Redskins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and a mile.
Flex round! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Now back to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Richardson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll set up a throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
48, Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And the Giants ready to come out now. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Leopard! Leopard!
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Giants on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, Loletta. That escapes the sack. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. This from 54 yards away. And the kick by Rosas is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. Step, and the ball is knocked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run with Barkley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll go to Barkley again. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Into the Redskins. Have it they do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Redskins on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Ohio! 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 Here we go, check it. Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw here. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
He's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter. Because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.